Back again with the most high profile and skilled Minecraft playing you'll ever see. Yeah, that's right. I can say that as long as I'm aware that I'm just gaslighting myself. It's okay to do it if I'm honest about it. So first things to note here. As you can see, I changed my texture pack here. Spent about, I don't know, like 10 minutes making this in the Minecraft skin maker thing. If you're wondering where that came from, I have food. If you're wondering where this came from, it's vaguely based on this other thing I made. So a couple of years ago I had... Oh, I didn't know you could feed them these. I thought it had to be bones. Do I have bones? Hold on. Hold on a second. This is important. I got one. Let's hope it works. Let's hope he takes it. Where'd he go? Come on back here, comrade. Oh, you bastard. I only had that one. Alright, whatever. Just eat and run. Fine, I don't care. Dodged a bullet anyway. It's a toxic relationship, you know. No fucks given at all. You're just like the dogs I actually have in real life, you know that? Alright, anyway, back to the caves. Actually, back to the smelting iron. Anyway, as I was saying, this skin here, a couple of years ago I had what I'm very loosely going to refer to as an animation channel. I just started it to see how that would go. Kind of lost interest after a couple of months, but the character in that I drew myself as was like this shadow thing with purple eyes. And I was going to do something like that for the Minecraft skin, but then if I did exactly that, it would just look like an Enderman. Which isn't what I intended to do when I made that drawing character thing. That drawing was actually just based on those shadow people. You know when you're sitting in the passenger seat of a car and you're pretending that there's like a character doing parkour over all the houses and stuff passing you by? That's what that character was, and I just dropped a couple eyes on him. I'm sure that anyone watching this has absolutely not a single fucking clue what I'm talking about right now, but that's fine. That's cool. I'm gonna make myself a couple of tools here. And then I'm gonna delve back into the caverns, and I'm gonna delve back into the caverns. We're gonna go back into the deep. I'm gonna get some diamond. Last time I said I was gonna get a diamond sword. And I didn't. It was a hard fought battle, but ultimately I got blue rocks, but they weren't the right blue rocks, but I counted it as a win anyway, because you know, you gotta have that kind of optimism in life, you know, you gotta have that positive outlook, don't you know? You gotta find the cave entrance that I went into last time. I didn't watch the last episode, so I don't remember where it is. Actually, yeah, I think it's the end of this body of water here. I'll find some coal while I'm down there so I can make more torches. Oh look. Oh look. A chicken, a duck, an orange duck, an orange digget. I used to have a duck. An actual duck, not a... Oh. Hold on. I'm taking this. A firefly bush. This is not where the cave was, though. I think it was further over here. I haven't updated myself since the last time, but you know, that's how it is. But this time, though, I'm confident I can pull it off. I'll go down. Ooh. Okay, never mind. I had my hopes too high for this cave. It's just nothing. Wait a minute. Nope. Okay, somewhere around here. There it is. This time I'm confident I'll pull it off. I'll get my magical blue sword this time. See, it's all about not only that optimism, but it's also that confidence. You know, you gotta be confident in life in order to achieve greatness. I don't know. You gotta have that, whatever I was talking about. One of these places, I went down there. Oh, balls. Rude, actually. Fucking rude. Wow. The people in this neighborhood are just awful, let me tell you. Okay, well, I'm not going that way. I want to go back the way I came. Okay. Never mind. We're gonna whoop some ass now, I guess. I go up here and light this. I can hear another one, too. Ah, you thought, you tried, and you failed. That's what you get. I want to go back the way I came in the last episode of Dragon Ball Me Kai. And go back and find the, stuff that I didn't end up getting, the blue rocks, because I think I was on a roll there. I think I had the right idea in the last episode, but I ran out of... Ooh, and there's something down there, but I don't want to go down there. Just want to get some black rocks. I want to get some black diamonds. By black rocks, I mean coal, not black rock, the fucking useless ass whatever it is. The company. What is BlackRock, the company, actually do anyway? I don't think they're an equity firm. I don't know what the fuck they do. Getting off topic again. I'm gonna remember that though, so I can go back down there. Remember the cave, not remember to look up BlackRock. Although speaking of businesses, I have to write a paper / speech for one of my classes about an informative speech, and the information I chose to talk about was none other than Enron, the infamous company from back in the day, back in the 90s and early 2000s. And for those not aware, for any youths not aware, basically they lied about their records and pulled a giant scam. And it was a huge thing in like 2001. And it sounds really boring because it was just like business stuff. Hello. Hello. There we go. A 2-for-1 special right there. Anyway, yeah, the story of Enron actually turned out to be a pretty wacky series of rabbit holes I went down. But nobody wants to listen to me talk about that. They want to listen to me try to find my way back to the wherever I was yesterday. I'm confident this is the place I was at. That looks like a mine shaft, but I don't want to go in there. This isn't even the same cave, is it? God damn it. Well, we're off to a slow start. We're almost 10 minutes in now, and I already lost. We're going back out. We're gonna find the other one. You know, I get the feeling I might not get to, you know what? I can't even talk like that. We're getting the diamond blade today. We're getting the diamond bladed blade of blades today. Alright, we gotta have that confidence. That's not the cave, but I'm gonna remember it's there. We gotta have that confidence. We gotta have that upbeat attitude. We gotta, we gotta remember where my house is before I go and lose it. Is that a rock thing? Did I build that? There's the jungle. I think my house is over there. I think the cave is over somewhere. It's at the end of a body of water. I'm gonna take this too while I'm at it. Yep. I think I'm getting a little lost here, but you know what? It happens sometimes. You get lost, you get knocked down, and you get up again. And nothing's gonna keep you down, as that one song from whenever that was written said. Here we go. We're getting there. I'm gonna get back to the house. Try to geolocate my way back to that cave from there. We're gonna slaughter a pig while I'm at it. Hello. Hello, friend. Goodbye, friend. Your brethren have been slaughtered. Oh, and let's not forget to pick up some fucking leaf litter too while we're at it. Hello. Here. There we go. I got a friend. Okay, we're taking that one back. Ah. Now I know I'm here because I got my Michelangelo. Are you the same one from earlier that stole my thing? Hey. Hey. You are, aren't you? You're the same bastard. You know, greed will get you nowhere in life, okay? Unless you're born into wealth. In that case, it'll get you far. There's my house. Well, we're gonna take our actual friend here. Where'd he go? We're gonna call this one Beeg. Named after the dog I have called Beeg, who kind of looks like that in coloration. If you want to see what Beeg the dog looks like, I got some. Hey Beeg, Beeg. Hey. I have some older videos I made that have Beeg in it. And also Minnie, the other dog. If I get a second dog, I'll call it Minnie, but this one's gonna be Beeg. There we go. You can sit on the rug. Friend acquired. Okay, now, first off, I'm going to replace this shitty golden chest plate with an iron one. I have a lot of gold, don't I, actually? Put some of that back that I don't need. We're going to need to eventually build a bigger house, I think. Where would I build another house anyway, actually? Do I want to add on to this house, or do I want to find a better place to build a house? Like, I could make this the foyer, or the front lobby, and then just add a bigger house back here. You had your chance, don't give me that look. Like, I'll add a bigger house back there, but then it'll be further back. Like, if I want a house, I want an ocean view look, you know? You gotta get that prime real estate in there. You want the ocean view. But then there's not really a beach here, either. Do I have any clobber rock? I think I might just do that. I might outline another house. I don't know if I want to build it back. Or I could just add to the sides of this one, you know? I could expand the house here. I might just expand this house, actually. Maybe make it... So you gotta go through the whole mindset here. My whole mindset of building this. Getting more leaf litter. For crying out. There's not even trees over here. Crying out loud. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna build onto the edges here. I need a shovel, though. There we go. I already had a shovel. I'm gonna need some more clobber rock. So what is this? 7 across, I think. Yeah. We'll just add another 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta make sure it's an odd number. Hold on. 2, 3, 4. That's 6. 7. There we go. Let's make one giant house here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Probably just gonna look like a block at first, but I'll add on to it over time, you know. That's what you gotta do. You build the rough draft as they call it in the writing world. You make the rough draft and then you add on to it from there. You know, you gotta, yeah, you gotta do all that. There we go. We're gonna add on to the back. We're not just gonna make a wide house. We're gonna make it long. But first I'm gonna need to get some more clobber stone. And I'm not gonna get it from down there. I'm gonna go... I don't know, I feel like I could just shear the top off of there, just like strip mine the mountaintop off like a proper American would. But alternatively, I don't want to wreck this landscape because, you know, that'll affect property values and all. So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the old-fashioned underground strip mining. We'll hollow out the ground. Get some coal while we're at it, you know. Steal the resources, wreck the coal, you know, some proper colonial stuff. Really get into the, you know, really tap into my British ancestry there. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do, though. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to dig a good old-fashioned cobblestone mine. Put all that over there. There we go. 3 by 3. I gotta find something interesting to... Oh, god damn it. Dirt. I gotta find something interesting to talk about while I'm doing this. Wonderful weather we're having. Actually, here in the Midwest. Having some... You know, it snowed. The other day we had a snowstorm. Got a couple inches of snow. And then Saturday it's supposed to be 70 degrees out. But you know, that's just how it is in the Midwest. You know, the South, they get brutal heat all year round. Alaska gets brutal cold all year round. The East Coast gets New Jersey, I guess. And the Midwest just gets crazy ass weather all year. I don't know if it's because of global warming affecting the weather, or if it's just because it's the Midwest and this is where heat miser and snow miser go to duke it out. Maybe that's what it is, I don't know. Oh, hello. Came all the way through. See that? I was about to put a torch, but I got all the way through. Well, I think I got enough clobber rock. Huh. I think I got enough clobber rock now. Got enough cobblestone now. This white stuff I'm going to use later. Hello. If you stick around long enough for me to get some more, but I don't think that's even the same one. It might be. You know what? I'm gonna get some bones. I'm gonna go fetch that dog anyway. I'm gonna go slaughter some skelly boys, get some bones. I'm gonna get that dog. And then I'll have Big and Minnie. I'll have Minnie and Big. I've broken hello. I've broken legs while I'm at it. Is that the cave? Or is that the one that I just escaped from? I do believe that's... well, I don't know what that is, actually. Squidums? Yeah, I'm gonna be putting the squids to good use. That is the cave from last episode. I knew I'd find it, eventually. I knew I'd come across it. Kinda thought I'd fall into it and die. That's usually my luck, but... Ow. Gonna go down here. We're gonna Ow. We're gonna slaughter some skelly boys. We're gonna get the bones. We're gonna get the dog. And we're gonna finish building the house. Get this iron too while I'm at it. I'm not going down there, because in the last epic tale, in the last adventure, I went down there and some crazy ass shit happened, and I'm not exactly sure what it was, but it certainly happened and I died. So, it happens, but you gotta roll with the punches and then not go back down there until you can afford to start whooping some butts properly. Ah, a skelly boy, just what I'm looking for. That's not what I heard that. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't Oh, there he is. Do I go to... Well, God, he fell into the pit. See, you just want to get some bones and he falls into the pit. The pit of pain. I wanted to get gold for something, didn't I? I don't remember. There's got to be a skelly boy down here. Got to be something down here. There's always something down here. Gonna jump out at the last second and it's gonna jump scare me at the last second like a jump scare. Yeah. There's gold, there's lava. I think I'm gonna not go down there, cause me and lava, we don't exactly have a great relationship in Minecraft or real life. Can't say I've come across it in real life, but I don't think it'd be a pleasant experience if I did. I don't know. I've been to Yellowstone though. That's a nice transition. Volcanoes and lava. Yellowstone. Okay, there's no skelly boys down here. And I was kinda in the middle of something. There's probably diamonds down there. That's what I started out doing, wasn't it? Oh, look at that. They're having a lodge meeting down there. Alright, well, I'm not going down there. Going back to the surface world. I'm gonna go back to whatever. It's probably gonna be nighttime when I get back up there, so... Son of a mother... I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I called it. I knew it. I said it would happen. They're gonna come out of nowhere. They're in the trees, man. Start having Vietnam flashbacks of the Minecraft caves pretty soon. There you see. The gravel thought it would get me, but I'm onto the gravel. The creepers might do it, but the gravel? No. No, I'm too smart for gravel. And that's not something I typically say. Well, there's my hut. There's old Hagrid's hut here. Do I need anything? No, I'll put the leaf litter in there. I don't think I need that. I think I'll have plenty of that. There's some bones. Hey, I have bones. Well, there, you see? I ended up getting them anyway. How do I get out of here? Not that way. Well, get the iron tool while I'm at it. Oh shit, I'm already a half hour in. I said I'm only gonna make these like a half hour or 40 minutes, cause ain't nobody got time to watch an hour long thing. Unless they do, I don't know, maybe somebody's watching this while they're doing something else, I don't know. I watch long menial things. I do a lot of drawing. I watch menial things while I do that. I watch people do dumb shit while there we go. There's the exit. And it's nighttime, so there we go. We're finding our way back. Tell me it's not raining. It is. Joy. Joy. Yeah. Class got canceled on Monday. The other day. Because there was that snowstorm that I mentioned earlier. Son of a bit. Who did that? I'm trying to tell a story here. Idiots, honestly. Anyway, as I was saying, class got canceled, and so the following day, the Tuesday, I drove to class, and, you know, I'm just gonna say it probably should have been canceled that day. The roads were iced over. I got stuck behind someone who was going like 10 miles an hour, but I wasn't even upset because the roads were just that bad. Like, it's bad when you can't complain about some idiot going half the speed limit. What I can complain about is my inability to climb a hill. There, we're gonna just deface the landscape. I swore that... I swore that I wouldn't do it. Okay, we're just gonna book it back to the house now. We're just gonna book it. If I see any adversaries, any opponents, any enemies, any ne'er-dwellers, I'm just gonna ignore them. There we go. I know you can hear my space bar too. Jesus Christ. Son of a bit. I just like walked right into a clan meeting or some shit over there. I don't know what that was. God damn. Went right into the thick of it there. Okay. Well, we're back. Alright. There we go. Hi, Big. There we go. Anyway. Hi, Big. Can I get a chicken? No. Make sure there's nothing. I see that. Last thing I want is to set... This is why the acacia doors are so helpful. Because you can look outside and make sure there's no green boys that are ready to just blow the front end of your house off. It's always my biggest issue in Minecraft is you set foot outside and suddenly your house is gone down from a 2-bedroom down to a hut, a bungalow. Alright, where'd that greedy ass dog go? I got some more things. What, is he gone? Really? I know there's another one around here somewhere. I gotta get Big and Minnie. Hello. Even though I don't think you can get black dogs. Though, I heard one. Here. This is pretty close to a dog, right? I mean, that's kind of like a dog in spirit, right? Okay, I don't like the way you're looking at me, so I'm just gonna move on. I know there was another one around here somewhere. I passed like 3 of them on my way to the cave. I gotta get Big and Minnie. And at some point I gotta get the red chicken too. The bird. There is a jungle over there, so I could probably find one in there. Even though realistically, having a bird in the house makes my life that much more difficult. Freaking... I'm gonna keep looking until I find one. I'll set everything else aside. Whilst I find this other pooch. Oh, there he is. Well, there's one. Here. Partake. Eat. Get over here. Oh, you bastard. That was all of them I had. You're on the list now. Alright, what was I doing before all that? I go back and check at whatever I ran through on the way back here. I think there was a skeleton in there somewhere. You can pick up a bone from the... Oh, there's a cave. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Just one cotton picking minute. Well, you're not a skeleton. I don't need you. I don't mean that in like a... Not trying to be rude, but, you know... Is there a skelly boy in there? Is there a skelly... Is there a... Is it, hold on. Oh, look at that. A slightly more manageable cave to go into. Oh, and yes, for the record, I put torches straight on the ground and not on the wall. I do that. People get bothered in Minecraft when you do that. I heard that. What is that? I hear somebody grunting. I'm not going to provide any more context for that, but... Yeah, I know people get bothered when you put torches on the ground in Minecraft, but... the reason I do it is because of, spite. Because fuck 'em, that's why. Not anyone in particular, just like... general spite towards everyone, because why not? Well, this cave wasn't a total waste anyway. There we go. We'll just get some black gold. Well, that's oil, isn't it? Well, I mean, coal and oil are kind of similar things. They're both dead swamp matter from the Carboniferous period, so... Well, coal is. I don't know if oil is. I'm pretty sure oil is. You'd think I'd know this by now. What with my interest is in geology and all. But yeah. Fun fact for you. Before I went into... Ballsack. What? Before I went into ball sacks, no, I'm gonna pretend I didn't say that. Before I was going to get an English major in college, I was gonna go into geology, but then I figured I'm a lot better at geology than I am doing anything with rocks. So they thought I mined some iron while I was down there. I blame you for that. Well, at least I got a helmet now. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting an English degree because it'll help me string together a coherent sentence that doesn't devolve into something else while I'm talking. Okay, anyway, my house. I gotta make it an even square. I'm gonna make it one big square, and then I'm just gonna add on to the sides. So what is this? 7, 14, 21, I think. 7 times 3 is 21, right? Probably. Oh, we'll go with that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, there we go. And then add that to this 7, and that's 21. And I'm really bad at math, so I'm just going to hope that's right. If this house turns out lopsided, then, well, it sucks because I'm not doing it again. So, there we go. A 1, a 2, 27, son of a bitch. There we go. I'm still working on getting another quieter mouse, by the way. Crap. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just leave that there. That's a lawn ornament now. Okay, I need a shovel. I'm going to build a stone shovel. I don't really want to waste my iron on a shovel right now. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You want the food? You want the meat? There. Yeah, fun fact, Beeg, the dog, the actual dog that I have, she's got a habit of, you have to put bread, like a loaf of bread, far up onto the counter. Like, way towards the back of the counter, because she'll get up on the counter and just steal the whole ass loaf of bread. And it's happened more times than I care to admit. And you'd think she wouldn't do that because she's like 15 and geriatric now, but she can manage to do that somehow. Yeah, she has a hard time climbing up on the bed. You have to lift her up onto a chair. But if her sonar goes off and she detects a loaf of bread, by God, she's getting that loaf of bread. Oh balls, I'm gonna have to cut this tree down. I meant to make myself a pickaxe while I was in there too. Actually. There we go. There we go. We'll get some extra wood too. I think I made the floor out of, what was it? Birch wood, I think. You gotta have the floor and the ceiling be different than the walls, so it adds a little textural difference there. So it looks a little different. You don't want it all to look the same because that would just, that would just mess up the feng shui. You wouldn't want it's all about that interior decorating. Heavens to Betsy. All about that, interior design. Interior crocodile alligator. As the great, was that, Chip the Ripper said. I think that's who it was. You already got food, Big. You don't need to tell me that. And by the way, the dog's name isn't actually Big, but I call her, that's her internet profile name. I don't use her real name because I don't want to dox the dog. I don't want to dox the dog. the internet, you know, there's all kinds of weirdos out there. There we go. There we go. We got the outline now. This will be the house. I'll just build it like around that, and then I'll take the walls out. Probably in the next episode, because I'm already at 40 minutes. So, yeah. I think I intended on getting a diamond sword in this one, but that did not happen. But I did acquire Big. I did make a friend. So, there's that. And considering that it's me we're talking about, making friends is a pretty big deal. So, yeah. Alright, well, in the next wacky episode, I'm going to attempt to build a house, but knowing me, I could be doing something else entirely. So, yeah. Yeah. Here. The outro is Big. That's the outro. Do a dance.